Good morning, everybody, and this is your S&P 500 setups for today. So we have one weekly level left. We blew through all the others, so we have one more down to the downside here, and that is at 44.91. And obviously, we are hovering around here at our 45.20 area, which was just below the last weekly level. So European markets fell yesterday, and then the USA was downgraded by Moody, interesting enough. So, what that means, nobody really knows. In emerging economies, it actually does impact us, but for one of the global players, I'm not so sure that the risk of the USA defaulting on its debt is actually there. So, for me right now, we have a fairly strong weekly engulfing bar, but as far as I'm concerned, we're still in this consolidation phase that we've been in for the last 3 weeks. We're at a tipping point, that's for sure. It's either drop below and fall, or basically we're aiming for something a little bit lower, like down here at 44.63. So trend is still up, although shaky on the 8 hour. Look at the oscillators. Quite far down, and look at the diversions from this previous swing low to this swing low. This is starting to look more like a pullback to me in a bull trend. So that's the 8 hour outlook. But when we start drilling down, for example, onto the 3 hour, you can see gap down and continuation. We've got a crossover the moving averages. We are sort of hovering on the 155 EMA here. There's a bit of structure that we're battling with, which is this pin bar, and that's right slap bang here on price at 45.20. Oscillators have grouped to the downside. No real diversions, anything to worry about at the moment. No trend line. I lie, there is a trend line. So there it is there. The high. Use it as support here, use it as support here, and we sort of in the vicinity of it at the moment. So chaos continues, and we've got non-farm payrolls tomorrow, and we've got the Bank of England's interest rate decision today, so that could impact us as well. I think if you just start drilling, just heading to the left and start looking for potential structure here, if we were to bounce. Still a little bit reluctant to jump in long right now, and you can see there was the first level that we found buyers at. So that's definitely something we need to pay attention to. Then you need to just do that, and I would put this pin bar in as well. Remember, we spoke about the pin bar yesterday, but here we did get one test of it for a bounce up, but then we had a rejection higher, which is kind of what we were expecting, some kind of rejection higher, and then we really got going again. So we need to recapture some of these two levels to the upside for us to start turning the corner, but for now this is definitely a situation of sell into any pullback. Problem that we have is that these pullbacks are going to be fairly close. So first area is around here at 45.32. Second area is going to be up here at about 45.37. Get through those areas, then I'll be changing my tune, waiting for support at those levels for opportunities to buy. Definitely don't want to be short down here. And this is going to be a 15-minute exercise again. And you can see at the moment this trend is fairly strong to the downside. And those are the only two levels that are actually applicable right now. The last one that may come into play, I just want to see if that would work out there, and I think that's going to line up with it may line up with this one here. Anyway, so first prizes, you're looking for rejection of 45.30, 45.32 and then 45.37. So you're looking for a rejection in that area, and last price is going to be 45.48 or 45.50 rejection there, which would get you moving to the downside as well. So for now, we are ranging. You want to see either top of range, or you're going to look for a break and a retest. So in other words, a break down here and then retest one of these trails, and you'd be looking to pick up this trend line. I think 4,500 is probably what we are aiming for. I don't know if we touched that yesterday. Nope. So 4,500 is all the way down there. It's kind of what we're looking for, and then to the extreme 44.91. Okay, so short that is from an intraday perspective. Just pay attention to your charts, because there's a lot of noise coming out today, still a lot of earnings coming out, and then you've got non-farm payrolls tomorrow. So you want to see a rejection of a level, and then you're in, and then you take profit as quick as possible at the next level, because you're still really going against the bigger trend, and the bigger trend on the daily is definitely still to the upside. Even though you've got two big red candles in a row, it doesn't necessarily mean much at the moment, because this trend is really strong to the upside, and we do need some kind of a pullback. So that's kind of my view for today. Hope it helps, and if it does, drop us a thumbs up, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.